Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's the third installment of the Berserk Sports quiz. I am always, as your host, Sliced Bread Vin, a.k.a. the Quiz Master. I came up with that. I think that's a pretty good nickname for me, the Quiz Master.
To be fair, for sliced bread, but okay.
I am a sliced bread. Always joined with me are my three quiz takers, Jacob J. Tivnin, Danny Top Dog Reardon, and Steve McAllister. I'm trying to think of a good nickname for Steve. I feel bad that he doesn't have one.
You got a hot take. You said that the first time.
Steve Hot Takes McAllister. Yeah, there you go. All right, gentlemen. If anybody didn't see last week's episode of the Berserk Sports Quiz, Danny became a one-time quiz champion with Jacob taking the all-hockey quiz in, I don't want to say dominant fashion, but a pretty dominant fashion. Jacob had 9 points, Steve had 5, and Danny came in last with 4.
Just saying, I was in that quiz. I don't know hockey at all. I was in that quiz until the very last question. That shouldn't
Still,
happen.
hey, I won by 5.
What?
Oh, I beat Danny by 5.
You beat Danny by 5.
That's
what I'm getting at.
I should not have been in that to the last second. But
That's
regardless,
all right.
congratulations.
I hit you with those garbage time minutes. So
Garbage
everyone's going
time.
to the scoreboard and be like, whoa,
Whoa.
got him there.
All right, boys. As I said off air last week, I asked all of three of you to give me 3 teams to write a question about, and then I selected a team at random for the bonus question and question number 10. But you know what? Quiz format, same as it's always been for the previous 2. And with that being underway, let's get started with question number 1. The New York Giants lost star tight end Jeremy Shockey during their Super Bowl 42 run, with this man replacing him at the position for the rest of the season. Your cut. Steve, Danny, Jacob, answers?
I hope it's my boy.
Kevin Boss.
Kevin Boss.
I don't know. And Jacob's got nothing. Steve, look at you getting out to an early lead with the answer being Kevin Boss. I loved Kevin Boss.
I love
I remember Kevin Boss now.
Oh my God, he was the best. I loved Shockey.
When I'm like stuck on something, my mind sticks something, and I don't know why, but it stuck to Darren Fells. I'm like, I don't even think he was like playing college ball or high school ball by the time
He was so
Listen,
bad.
duh, I thought Mario Manningham. I don't know.
Manningham's a receiver.
Yeah, I know. I got the position entirely wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I know you made
Danny, how dare you disrespect Manningham? But, you know, that's all right. Here we go. Question number 2. In 1991, the Buffalo Bills went to their first of 4 straight Super Bowls. They would lose all 4 with this Bills kicker missing wide right in the 91 Super Bowl against the New York Giants. Everybody have an answer down?
Yes, but it's not right.
All right, let's see those answers, boys. We got
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith Chandler, the dude who uses foot on ball miss. You guys are going to be kicking yourselves for this. The answer is Scott Norwood.
I'm not kicking myself.
God, I knew it.
Mr. Wide right himself,
bell.
Scotty Norwood. Oh, yeah, here we go. We're going to stay up in Buffalo because it's nice and cold up there for question number 3. The last time the Buffalo Sabres made the playoffs was in 2010 and 2011 when they lost in the first round. But what season did they make it to the conference finals where they would eventually lose? Let me see them. Here we go.
I took a stab at it.
2008, 2009, 2000, 2001, 2007, 2008. All unfortunately incorrect. The answer is the 2006-2007 season.
God, I was off by 1 year.
Steve, 1 point lead. 1 point lead.
Wrote that too.
You're cruising, pal.
Steve's cruising. Going into question 4. Here we go. Steve, this is for you, man. You better get this question right.
Oh my God.
What year did the New Jersey Nets make the jump to Brooklyn and the Barclays Center to become the Brooklyn Nets? Let's see. Let me see those answers. Let me see them. Let's see what we got. We got 2013, 2012, 2013, 2012. Danny and Steve are both correct.
Dang it.
2012 is when the Nets moved.
Yeah, so
to
it
the
was
Barclays
the year
Center.
after the lockout.
It was the year after the lockout. Good job, Danny. Good job. Here we go.
They made the trade for Joe Johnson. I remember that.
Yep.
I remember it too. I just flip-flopped the year.
Yeah. All right. You know, we're all a bunch of Yankee fans in this little Zoom call. So let's get a Mets question. Let's get a Mets question going. Here we go. Question number 5.
Oh yeah, Mets question.
After the 1999 season, the New York Mets worked out a contract with this man who to this day is still being paid by the franchise.
old.
Danny, Jacob. Let me see what you both put down.
It's the greatest contract in the history of sports.
Bobby Bonilla. You were both correct. The answer is Bobby Bonilla.
It's the smartest contract in the history of sports.
It really is smart if you think about it.
It's such a meme, but it's actually genius.
Like, hey, we're gonna pay you like $1 million every year, but like 10 million 10 years after the fact, and like then the market's gonna be a lot better when $1 million's not actually as much as it should have been.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
It's like 15 years after. Like they started paying him like 2015, 2016. Like it was.
They did.
Yo, who's the GM? Who was the GM then? Shout out to the GM.
Oh gosh,
man.
that was a long time ago. We weren't even alive. Steve was the only one alive at that point.
No, I was alive in '99.
I wasn't alive. I was
Yeah,
alive.
remember Danny's old? It has two
Oh yeah,
different-
Danny's an old boy. All right, let's move on. We're gonna stay in New York for this question, obviously, because they're all New York questions. Duh. Here we go. Question number 6. The Knicks surprised everybody in 2012 and 2013 by winning 54 games and making the playoffs. What team did they beat in the first round of the playoffs? Obviously, that was their only playoff series win in 2010. I'm pretty sure. Give me the team they beat in that series. Ready, Jacob? You ready? All right, let me see them. Let me see these answers. We got Boston, Atlanta, and Chicago. Danny, you were the only one correct. The answer...
Bulls beat the Nets that year, Jacob.
The Bulls did beat the Nets. The answer is the Boston Celtics. Danny has taken a point lead on Steve and a 2-point lead on Jacob. Going in to question number 7, probably the easiest question on the quiz. Who was the quarterback that led the New York Jets to the AFC Championship in 2010, where they would eventually lose to the Steelers? Easy. Softball. Everybody should be hitting this one out of the park.
Shout out to him. Legend.
Shout out. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Jets legend. Not an NFL legend, a Jets legend. Steve, ready? All right. Answers. We got Sanchez, Mark Butt Fumble Sanchez, and Mark Sanchez. You're all correct. It is the Butt Fumble himself. The Sanchez, Mark Sanchez. That's a point for everybody. So scores stay the same. Danny out in front by 1. Moving on to question number 8. This is it's a memory question. We're gonna come to the Bronx for this question. We got a Yankee question coming at you guys. Obviously, everybody knows that the Yankees have won 27 World Championships because we make it known about all day, every day. We make it known the Yankees have 27 rings. But how many times have the Yankees actually been to the World Series? All right, here we go. Let's see. I've got 40, and 54.
I thought it was 54.
Danny!
7 times?
Danny, you're incorrect. Jacob and Steve, you're both correct. The answer is 40 World Series appearances. Hey, we're 27 and 13 in the World Series. That's pretty good.
I saw 54 somewhere.
Steve tied for the lead. Jacob not far behind.
Let's go, baby.
Number 9, coming at you 3. This Hall of Fame Rangers defenseman is one of 5 NHL defensemen to score 100 points in a single season.
Defenseman?
Yep, he's one of 5 NHL defensemen to score 100 points in a single season.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Got nothing.
I got an answer.
Steve? Let me see these answers.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Brian Leach, Jacob, Steve, you were both correct. The answer is the Leach man himself, Brian Leach. Probably one of the greatest defenders of all time, I would say. That's a little bias, but
Not really, though. He is.
yeah. Steve's got a point. All right. Bonus question. Obviously, the bonus question is worth 2 points. I thought about picking a random sports team, but I thought, why not bring this question close to home for all 4 of us? This former NBA player and Iona College alumni played for the New York Knicks and was a player coach for the St. Louis/Atlanta Hawks. Who was this player? Let me see these answers. You should all be getting this correct. We got Richie Guerin. Bing, bang, boom. All correct. The answer is Richie Guerin. So Jacob has hit 6 points. Steve, you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Danny, you are at 6 points. So, final question for today. This is how I'm going to structure it. let me tell you the question first, and then I'll get into the specifics. How many different starting quarterbacks have the Giants had since 2000, and name all of them? I will give you a point for every quarterback that the Giants have had since 2000. There have been 6 of them. Try to give me all 6, but you will get partial credit for naming. If you don't name all 6, that's fine. Just start naming quarterbacks. There have been 6. All right, let me see these answers. So Steve put Eli Manning, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones, Colt McCoy, Carson Palmer. Hang on, Danny, I can't see. Carson Palmer, Eli Manning, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones, Colt McCoy, Matt Sims, Eli Manning, Geno Smith, Colt McCoy, Daniel Jones, Kerry. Keep all the notebooks up. I need to count points.
I mixed it up. Jacob has it.
1, 2, 3. Jacob got 6 points, so I'm just going to put a 6. Actually, I just put 1, 2, 3,
I mixed it up. I got 4.
6. Hang on. Steve, put your notebook up. Steve, you have gotten Eli, Geno, Daniel Jones. You have 4. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Danny, you have 1, 2, 3. You have 4 as well.
I thought Carson Palmer. I mixed up Carson Palmer and Kurt Warner. Oh my god.
The correct answer. I actually made a mistake. There are 7 quarterbacks. Thank you for reminding me about Geno Smith. The answers are as follows: Kerry Collins, Jesse Palmer, Kurt Warner, Eli Manning, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones, and Colt McCoy.
I'm so mad at myself.
But if I am reading, I'm reading. Let me just count these up real quick.
Jacob's a winner.
4, 5, 6.
I lost because I forgot Kerry Collins. That's what I was blanking on.
So,
Jacob's a winner.
1 point has separated the winner, and 1 point has separated the man in second place. And I'm just gonna say it, Jacob. Jacob has repeated as the quiz champion. The final scores are as follows: Jacob had 12, Steve had 11, and Danny, for the second week in a row, has hit rock bottom. He is in last place.
I'm so mad at myself that I mixed up Kurt Warner and freaking what's his face, Carson Palmer.
I know, it's unfortunate. And still.
You failed the rip. You failed on the rip.
Jacob, fantastic
job. You failed on the quiz.
You did fail on the quiz.
I didn't fail the quiz. I passed the quiz technically. I didn't get an F.
Hey, Danny, here at Berserk Sports, we play by Ricky Bobby rules. If you ain't first,
you last. It's Ricky Bobby, just like fantasy. Go Berlin Wallers. Sorry.
Maybe not.
Dalvin and the
I prefer not.
Dalvin and what? The longshoreman? Yeah.
Look, anybody but Danny needs to win in fantasy. But with that being said,
what? Wow. What?
Wow, Danny. I'm trying to do my outro. Now I have to cut all this out because you want to interrupt my outro. We'll talk about fantasy when we're done recording. But with that being said, thank you everybody so much for coming out and watching episode 3 of the Berserk Sports Quiz. I'd like to thank Jacob, Danny, and Steve for joining me again, this time on a Tuesday night, because you know what? I was busy yesterday. I'm sorry. But if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that cool stuff. I have been Sliced Bread Vin. These have been my quiz boys. I will see you all next week.